On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, it's about ArrayBuffer in JavaScript. We will explain everything about ArrayBuffer, from the basics to its usage, related types, and practical applications. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. JavaScript's ArrayBuffer is an object for handling low-level binary data and is particularly useful for manipulating binary data in web APIs, file operations, and network communications. ArrayBuffer is a data structure for handling fixed-length binary data. It allows handling raw binary data that cannot be handled by regular JavaScript arrays or objects. ArrayBuffer itself cannot directly manipulate data. Instead, data is read and written using typed array, or DataView, based on an ArrayBuffer. ArrayBuffer is especially useful in the following situations. When processing binary data received from the network. When efficient data sharing in WebWorker is required. When performing image processing or 3D rendering with Canvas or WebGL. When manipulating files, especially binary files. First, let's start with how to create an instance of ArrayBuffer. ArrayBuffer allocates memory in byte units, so you specify its size at creation. In this example, a buffer of 16 bytes is allocated. This buffer does not contain any data yet. You cannot directly access an ArrayBuffer, so you use a typed array to read and write data. Typed array provides different types of views such as int8 array and float32 array, enabling efficient access to binary data. int8 array can store data in each byte, allowing the buffer to hold 8 elements. In this way, by using different types of views, you can manipulate data efficiently. JavaScript has various types of typed array. For example, if you want to handle 32-bit unsigned integers, you use uint32 array. uint32 array can store data in 4 byte units, so the buffer can hold 4 elements. It is important to choose the appropriate typed array based on the type of data you are handling. Typed array can only handle data of a fixed type, but by using DataView, you can write data of any type to any location. This is particularly useful when dealing with buffers that contain mixed data types. Using DataView, you can specify a byte offset and read or write data of various types. This is very useful when handling complex binary structures like network protocols or file formats. When using DataView, you also need to pay attention to endianness, byte order. Depending on the computer architecture, the order in which data is stored in memory can differ. Data view methods have options to specify the endianness. If you do not specify the correct endianness, data may not be correctly interpreted in different environments, so it's especially important to be cautious in network communication or file operations. ArrayBuffer is a powerful tool often used in web development and browser APIs. Let's look at some examples of applications. For example, you can retrieve binary data from a server using XML HTTP request, or the Fetch API and handle it as an array buffer. In this example, image data is fetched from the server and handled as a uint8 array. In this way, you can process data received from the server using ArrayBuffer. In WebGL, ArrayBuffer is used to efficiently handle binary data such as vertex data and color data. In this example, float32 array is used to define the vertex coordinates of a rectangle and send them to a WebGL buffer. ArrayBuffer manages memory at the byte level, making it very efficient, but you also need to be careful with memory management. When dealing with large binary data, it is important to properly release unused ArrayBuffers. Although JavaScript automatically performs garbage collection, if an array buffer continues to be referenced, it can cause memory leaks. ArrayBuffer provides the foundation for binary data processing in JavaScript. By combining typed array and DataView, it is possible to handle binary data efficiently and flexibly. They are indispensable tools in web development, especially in many situations that involve handling binary data such as network communication and WebGL. By understanding them correctly and using them appropriately, you can improve performance and efficiency. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the content of this channel, please consider subscribing.